All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Kevin from KrazyKevMMA coming at you guys live with our podcast here with my co-host Steve. He's a big-time wrestler in high school, and he's also a big fan of the sport. A little bit about me is I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for about 6 years now, and I've also been training for about 20, and I started when I was 5 years old. Big goals with the channel is just basically try to meet some fighters, try to interview them, maybe go to their gym and try to meet them a little bit. On top of that, just try and bring you guys some breakdowns of the cards, some bets, some highlights, all different kinds of stuff with MMA related. And on top of that, I am a martial arts instructor as well too, so I will be doing some breakdowns of some stuff that I teach on the mats as well too. So if you guys want to learn some stuff, feel free to check out this channel for some more.
What's up, guys? I'm Steve. I pretty much just drink beer and watch UFC, and the fighter I put my money on usually loses. But on today's episode, we got Terrance McKinney. We're going to interview him. He's a great guy, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, it's Crazy Kevin here, and got my co-host Steve, and we are coming on with UFC lightweight Terrance McKinney here, host of the 7-second knockout here. Terrance, nice to meet you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I just sparred today, feeling lethal, fast, footwork's looking good, and just ready to compete May 11th.
That's what's up, man. So with that 7-second knockout, I don't think a lot of people know. Did you hurt your knee in that celebration as well too when you were doing it?
I thought I did some serious damage, but luckily God allowed me not to take no serious damage. But I was not able to flex my calf for like a whole month.
Jeez, yeah, no,
I
that's
thought I was
crazy.
gonna have to have some like calf surgery or something, but yeah, we're all good now.
Jeez. Now, what's it like to go out there and knock somebody out that fast? I mean, just putting somebody out in just like one punch like that. I mean, just two punches even. It's just crazy. Just kind of, what's it like to kind of do something like that?
I think the only way I can explain it is like getting puss for the first time. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
when you first get your pussy, you're like, damn, I'm that guy. That's how it felt. I felt like that guy, but at the same time, I just knew I was blessed to get 7 seconds. Like that's definitely God's number. He was with me. Let's go.
No, man, that's awesome. No, that's really cool. Now, speaking of that, I mean, what's kind of your goal in UFC here? I mean, what do you want kind of people to remember you as here as a fighter?
A person that loved all the people, that was true to the fans, an inspiration, a leader, showing people that like anything's possible, and just make sure that I give God the glory, and they see that's who was by my side, and it took hard work and some favor from Him.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool stuff that you want to be remembered as that. I think that's really awesome. Speaking of that kind of stuff, when it comes to just being a young fighter, I mean, what would you kind of give people for like advice to kind of get started? I mean, like what's kind of like, I guess, the ground roots to kind of get started to get to the UFC nowadays?
For all the young guys, if you're in high school, make sure you're wrestling, and I would say box in the afternoon. Like once you're out of school, I would say do like a boxing class at like 6 o'clock, but then wrestle, and I would say do jujitsu all summer.
Okay.
That's what I'd say would be a good start. So do 4 years of that in high school if you really want to just go straight to like fighting, and that's like the necessary steps I'll take. Like I said, keep God first because He saved my life, and like I said, I wouldn't be here today without Him.
Yeah, no, that's really good advice. And speaking of that, when you're in the kind of the UFC gym, is there any fighters or any like vets or anything like that was kind of taking you under your wing to kind of get started into the fighting and kind of, I guess, grow as well?
Yeah, I actually trained with a few guys like Mike Cantor, Sam Cecilia, Austin Arnett, Daniel Spitz, back in the day, and now I train with Kevin Holland. He took me on his wings, teach me how to be an effective striker and have crisp defense and making sure I'm having the footwork, getting out of the way.
That's awesome. No, that's really good stuff, man. I mean, I guess another thing I have for you too is just like with your fighters coming up with your fights nowadays. Is there any sort of dream matchup you have coming up?
I just really want to fight like the veterans before like they're gone. Like people don't understand. Like a lot of these guys are getting older. Like in like 3 to 2 years, like the whole division is gonna look different. There might not be no Justin. There might not be no Dustin. So like my dream fight is like Michael Chandler. I definitely want to fight Justin Gaethje. Like he's my favorite fighter. Like I don't care what happened. as long as I got to compete against my favorite guy, that'd be legendary. And yeah, Michael Chandler for sure. I think me and him would be the craziest first round in like UFC history. That'd be such a crazy fight. Who else? And Armin. I want to fight Armin.
Armin's an interesting one. You don't normally hear a lot of people calling Armin out. I mean, why is he someone you're interested in?
I don't know. I just want it because I just like the name around him. I like the hype, and I want to put my skills to the test. See who's really the future. I think I'm coming into myself, getting more comfortable in the cage, and figuring out how to manage my cardio. And it's just a matter of time. We're looking to end the year top 10 in the world, so I just got to keep grinding.
Right. Now you mentioned with your cardio, how you kind of working on your cardio in the gym, like when you get ready for your fights, especially for your upcoming one you got coming up. What is it, March 16th, right? Or
Yeah, May 11th.
May 11th. Sorry, yes, yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. But just making sure I push myself. Like, you can do any cardio workout, but really a person is gonna go as hard as they want to go. So making sure I'm not going on my terms, but I'm really just putting it all out there, giving 110%. No matter if I'm tired, I'm not gonna cut back the energy. How I start is how I want to finish the workout.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, really good stuff there. Now with the division of Islam being the champ, what do you think about Islam and his wrestling? I mean, do you think you'd be able to handle that sort of pressure?
I think when the time comes, I'll be more than ready to fight Islam.
No, yeah.
And that
Uh,
that that's why I fight anyone anytime because like I'm training to be Islam. I want to make all my mistakes now, so when I fight Islam, there's no doubt that we get the belt.
right. Now, how long do you think you have until you can fight a guy like Islam?
I'm thinking in 3 years we can fight this guy.
That's what's up. 3 years.
After your win against Forbes Zion 2 years ago, you took the fight against Drew Dober on 14-day notice, and you had a great start to the fight, knocked him down twice, but you end up losing it all in the same round. Would you say that's your toughest loss you've had so far in your career? And do you regret taking the fight on 14-day notice?
Not at all. That was probably like the most fun I had in the cage. I think the stoppage was a little premature.
Yeah,
Especially when, like I hit him in the face like I don't know how many times, like 30 unanswered times, like in 10 seconds.
yeah,
So like if they didn't stop right there, they should have gave me a little bit more time to recover from the body shot I took. But other than that, I don't regret anything because it was a great experience to fight a legend like Drew Dober, who holds the knockout record in the
yeah.
lightweight division. So like, it let me know like if I can show up as Terrance McKinney and have the cardio, I can hang with the best people in the world.
A couple months ago, Jorge Masvidal was asked how many women does he think it would take to beat him up, and he responded with how Amanda Nunes is a teammate in his gym and how she's the greatest women's mixed martial artist ever. And when she would clean up the women in sparring, they'd send a bottom of the barrel guy to spar with her, who has like one or two wins, and they would tell the guy to take it easy on her. My question to you is, how many Amanda Nunes's do you think it would take to whoop your ass?
Jeez. I think I can at least take four of them, if
Four?
Four?
minimum. I'm getting the hell out of them bitches. I'm sorry. I'll get a little four of them. The rest be scared, man. I'm sorry. The rest gonna be scared, like, yo, man, he's a man. I'm a woman. I gotta do out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now going back, you were mentioning some of your training partners that you've had. My question for you would just be with your training partners. I'm not sure if you have any kids or anything, but if you had a daughter, what teammate would you not let date your daughter?
Shoot. This guy named Tabari, he ain't my teammate, but he's my homie. Then he trains sometimes with me. I would definitely not let that man date my daughter.
That's awesome. That's funny. Now, when you're about to go out to the cage too, do you got any like pre-fight rituals or anything like that you do before you get out there on the cage or anything?
Not really, but once I get out there, I like to get my heart rate as like slow as possible, like so almost like resting. That way I can just channel adrenaline, and then when I do use it, it's just like powerful force when I'm hitting people. So like I just channel it in, because my body already knows it's gonna be the fight. So I just gotta like chone in all that energy and like become a sharpshooter.
That's
I
what's
think
up.
that's why I got 100% finish rate, because I feel like I'm really good at channeling the adrenaline.
Right. Now, did you have like a job or anything like that before you were an MMA fighter, or did you just kind of go straight into wrestling and just kind of straight into fighting?
No, I used to work a couple of times, but really not really that much. I was a peer counselor, so like I helped the youth, taught them how to like get jobs and stuff, how to do applications. Also, I coach sometimes. Also, I worked at Taco Bell for a little bit. Worked at a call-in center that was terrible. Um, but no, I didn't do too much work. Nothing too crazy.
No, I got you. That's what's up. Yeah, I was kind of the same thing. I just kind of had like one job out of high school and then just kind of been straight into teaching for now. That's really been about it. So I teach about 150 students over at my martial arts gym. It's kind of like a little bit of like Tang Soo Do, kickboxing, and self defense. And basically, they're all just like going through like their Taekwondo belts to try to earn black belt one day. My question is just like, what advice do you kind of have for my students? I guess to just keep growing and to keep coming to class and keep getting better.
Um, be okay with taking risks, because at practice, that's your time to try stuff, and make sure you go with people better than you, because like if you want to grow, you gotta go with better people. You gotta know what it feels like to lose. I think
Right.
every loss have made me like such a better person, and like helped my skills grow tremendously. Like it just you gotta use it as fire, because most of these guys, they're supposed to be, they've been fighting longer. I started this at 22 years old. So just making sure you're always looking at the good and be like, oh, I did good. And this guy's been doing this forever. So like I said, be willing to take risks, be eager to learn, and anything's possible.
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate that. That's really good advice, and no, it's all good. They'll definitely appreciate that. I'll definitely show them that. I guess my last thing for you, Terrance, would just be, is there anything you'd like to promote? Any last message for the fans out there that are going to be watching this podcast?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my coach, Wendell Dorsey. Shout out to Kevin Holland. And just shout out to the Red Crew. Shout out to you guys for having me on. You guys look like some stand-up guys. You're helping kids grow, out here doing good stuff for the community. That's what I love to see. And shout out to my wrestler right there. Let's go. And most importantly, shout out to God, and shout out to the people that have a dream. Keep believing, work hard, and yeah, don't take no for an answer. Don't be denied. Kanye West did it. I don't know if you guys saw the documentary, but it shows you don't give up. You keep stepping on the gas, and you're bound to find that finish line.
Right. No, man, that's awesome. Hey, Terrance, we definitely appreciate you coming on, being our first fighter to be on the podcast, and just being so cool and everything. We definitely appreciate it. We're definitely going to be keeping up with your career and trying to support you however we can. And like I said, it means a lot to me that you come on, and thank you for talking to me and Steve. And we hope you have a good night of watching the fights. And like I said, we're going to be tuned into your fight and your career. And thank you again for everything, man.
No, I appreciate you guys. Pleasure all of mine. Hope you guys get blessed on all your endeavors this year, man. And keep giving back, bro. That's cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to come down there and I'll teach some combos. Yeah, that'd be real cool.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. That'd be awesome, bro. Like I said, we'll keep in touch, and maybe we can do another interview down the line. Thank you again for everything.
All right, Terrance,
Hey, no
thanks.
problem. Hey, no problem, you guys. You guys stay blessed.
All right,
All
you
right, man.
too.
You too. All right. See you later, man.
All right, later. Okay.